Good medical practice sets out the principles, values, and standards of care and professional behavior expected of all medical professionals registered with the General Medical Council. It is an ethical framework which supports medical professionals to deliver safe care to a good standard, in the interests of patients. The GMC works closely with medical professionals, patients, and others to develop good medical practice, so it is a shared agreement of what the professional standards should be. The term medical professionals describes all registrants whom GMC addresses directly, as you throughout this guidance. Good medical practice is divided into 4 domains to make it easier to navigate. Each domain is equally important in describing what makes a good medical professional. It's your responsibility to be familiar with good medical practice and the professional standards it contains, wherever you practice, whatever your field of medicine or practice setting. But it isn't a set of rules. You must use your professional judgment to apply the standards in good medical practice to your day-to-day practice. This means working out which of the professional standards are relevant to the specific circumstances you are facing, and using your knowledge, skills, and experience to follow them in that context. If you do this, act in good faith and in the interests of patients, you'll be able to explain and justify your decisions and actions. We use the terms you must and you should in the following ways. You must is used for a legal or ethical duty you're expected to meet, or be able to justify why you didn't. You should is used for duties or principles that either may not apply to you or to the situation you're currently in, or you may not be able to comply with because of factors outside your control. Good medical practice is our core guidance on professional standards. It's supported by a range of more detailed guidance which expands on some of the standards set out in good medical practice. When we use the term professional standards, we mean good medical practice and the more detailed guidance. Revalidation supports you to develop your practice, drives improvements in clinical governance, and gives your patients confidence that you're up to date. To maintain your license to practice, you must continuously engage with local clinical governance systems, including annual appraisal. This will demonstrate that you're working in line with the principles, values and standards of care, and behavior set out in the professional standards. The professional standards describe good practice, and not every departure from them will be considered serious. When a concern is raised with us about a medical professional, we must assess if that medical professional poses any current and ongoing risk to one or more of the 3 parts of public protection: protecting, promoting and maintaining the health, safety and well-being of the public, promoting and maintaining public confidence in the medical professions, and promoting and maintaining proper professional standards and conduct for members of those professions. We do this by considering the following: how serious the concern is. This includes looking at the extent of the medical professional's departure from the professional standards and/or the impact of a health condition on their behavior or performance. It also includes other factors that may impact on seriousness, such as premeditated or persistent behavior, abuse of power, and whether the behavior or poor performance the concern relates to is an isolated incident or has been repeated. Any relevant context that may impact risk, for example, systems factors and interpersonal factors in the medical professional's working environment or their role and level of experience. How the medical professional responded to the concern, including evidence of insight and remediation. Once we've assessed the risk, we'll need to consider if regulatory action may be required in response to the concern. The duties of medical professionals registered with the GMC. Patients must be able to trust medical professionals with their lives and health. To justify that trust, you must make the care of patients your first concern, and meet the standards expected of you in all 4 domains. Under knowledge, skills and development. Provide a good standard of practice and care, and work within your competence. Keep your knowledge and skills up to date. Under patience, partnership and communication. Respect every patient's dignity and treat them as an individual. Listen to patients and work in partnership with them, supporting them to make informed decisions about their care. Protect patients' personal information from improper disclosure. Under colleagues, culture and safety. Work with colleagues in ways that best serve the interests of patients, being willing to lead or follow as circumstances require. Be willing to share your knowledge, skills and experience with colleagues, whether informally or through teaching, training, mentoring or coaching. Treat people with respect and help to create a working and training environment that is compassionate, supportive and fair, where everyone feels safe to ask questions, talk about errors and raise concerns. Act promptly if you think that patient safety or dignity may be seriously compromised. Take care of your own health and well-being needs, recognizing and taking appropriate action if you may not be fit to work. Under trust and professionalism. Act with honesty and integrity, and be open if things go wrong. Protect and promote the health of patients and the public. Never unfairly discriminate against patients or colleagues. Never abuse patients' trust in you or the public's trust in your profession.